So, first of all, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce Jelena Zindovic from Space 2. I've known and worked with Dawn and Emma at Space 2 for many years, and it's great that this program has been able to develop their portfolio even further. Jelena is project manager and is going to talk us through some of the project's highlights. And just as before I mentioned, if you do have any thoughts or comments, do pop them in the chat box and we'll pick them up either directly to events, or if you want to share them with everyone, please do. Jelena, can I ask you to take over?
Hello, hi. Yes, my name is Jelena and I'm project manager from Space 2. I prepared a little presentation, so if I can share screen with you, that would be absolutely fantastic. I've been disabled again to share, so can
try again now, Jelena?
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so today I will be talking about space to engagement with young people, and Mon Westlake has been absolutely fantastic to help us create two groups. Well, actually create a new group, art group, and continue the delivery of children's choir sessions, which we actually had children's choir from 2019. And it was so important to us that we actually needed some more funding to continue with this group. So before I start, I just wanted to introduce you to Space 2 and what we are actually about. So we pioneer award-winning company. We basically work on programs to develop community development and transform communities that we work with. We work mainly in Gipton, so I don't know how much you know about Gipton, but Gipton is one of the most disadvantaged localities in the country, where children aged 15 and under account for almost 30% of the population, much higher than the city average, which is about 18%. Children living in child poverty is high in the area. So it's 40% against 23, which is Leeds average. And mental health is significant and growing concern for young people, as reported by NHS. So Leeds in general has a high number of young people who are suffering with mental health troubles. It's much higher in a national average report in anxiety levels and low happiness, which obviously now going through the pandemic, we accept that to raise as well. So we do work on some really fantastic things to inspire people, to help their low self-esteem. And it's all about creative practice, visual arts, singing, filmmaking. We do growing as well, gardening projects, writing for well-being, and we work with schools. Previously, before we got this funding, most of our groups were based on different sites. So we didn't have a group that was practicing from Space 2 premises. We would go to schools. We would basically go to local community centers. And it's really important to say that as well, we co-create large-scale productions with the communities. We get children involved. For example, when we were doing our big plays in Leeds Playhouse, sorry, I was going to say Yorkshire Playhouse, we actually had local schools choirs. We had young people participating in dancing, acting. So this is a really fantastic opportunity for us to have young people in our studio doing something absolutely amazing. So I'm going to start with Space 2 Children's Choir because that is a group that was existing group from 2019. And I would say that it was really important for us to continue delivering. They are actually children from 8 to 12 years old. And they do singing, share performances with local people, and explore ideas and challenges through the songwriting process to build confidence, community, belonging, and emotional literacy. So I was going to mention that, we have worked with local children to create locally inspired songs that included the opening of the old fire station in Gipton. They are such an attribute to Space 2 that they're constantly involved in any event that we create, such as Light Night at the fire station, any galas that are happening. We had Christmas performances. So it's really nice to see this little group grow. And it's really important as well to say that we continue doing things through the pandemic. Bless them. It's not the easiest thing to actually do singing online, because you're singing to yourself pretty much because you can't sing as a group. But they carried on all the way through the lockdown. And on top of that, we actually were providing local children, local families with children with creative parks. So every 2 weeks they would have all arts, from writing poetry, gardening. So we would keep them busy in that way as well. This has been a very popular activity with local children. And for some participants, it has been a lifeline during the pandemic. And also, it helped them with any difficulties that they're facing at home. They actually meet every week during term time and perform to local audiences. And they've been learning to compose songs. They've been working with an artist and a music teacher, Claire Rivers, and they worked with Boff Valley, which I'm sure you heard of, the ex-Chumbawamba. He actually created a little song that is sung about their choir, and they work together on the lyrics, on the music. So it's absolutely fantastic. It's not just about the music. We actually created a little music video as well with them. So to see them grow and to see them being really enthusiastic and wanting to be there, it's absolutely heartwarming. So I have the cute fact. I have a little song for you. Sorry. I'm going to put a 1 minute video of them singing. This is just to win the points of cuteness.
We meet at the station every week at the end of the school day. A tea time treat. Salt to sing and salt to eat. In the fire station fire. Listen closely, we'll explain. Make it look strong and exercise your brain. Can we sing that song again and again and again and again and again? I am the seed in a meadow. I am a leaf on a tree. I am a rock in a mountain. I am man and they are me. We are the rays of the sunshine. We are the waves of the sea. We are one in the million, together strong and free.
Okay, so you have to admit they're very cute, and this was actually live performance in front of the audience that Space 2 organized the Light Night event just before the pandemic, when we were allowed to all gather together. So from that, I'm going to move to our Space 2 Create for. It is Young People's Art Club, and that is for 12 to 18-year-olds. So we have just started this, and at the moment we are working with the artist called John Alls. It is a fantastic opportunity for young people because they're going to have first of all, a year filled with the different art forms, working with different professional artists. We don't have much opportunities in the East Leeds area for people to, for young people to join art clubs and experience this. So it is absolutely fantastic that we got this funding and opportunity for the young people. So we want to develop a year-round arts program for young people in Inner Leeds. And it is all based in the old workshop studio, which is a Space 2 studio. So each term will be a different art form and a different artist. At the moment, we are working with Joe, who is delivering visual arts, and we are hoping to touch the issue on recycling, because we started working with Zero Waste Leeds as well, who had offered for our young people to get involved and basically decorate one of the glass recycling bins in the area. So what young people would do, they would actually sit down with Joe and design what the bin is going to look like, and then basically proudly have something that they will paint and design in the area, which I think it's absolutely fantastic opportunity. We are just at the moment trying to arrange logistics about it with recycling people, but that's something that's going to happen possibly in September. We have been doing as well pop-ups with local organizations just to recruit people. So we are working with Catch. We are going to have another pop-up with First Floor, Leeds Playhouse. So it's quite good to actually get the organizations that are working with young people, but not necessarily on the offer that we are offering to young people with this project. So yes, we do want to experience loads of different things. So it's going to be from making sculptures, creating film. I'm a practicing artist, so I'm going to be delivering animation for them. So touch a bit of everything. And I think there's going to be a poetry as well. And we're going to try to get choir, children's choir and young people's art club working together, where they can maybe create a film together, or young people can be inspired by the song created by the choir. So it is really, I really hope, because this is a 3-year project, it's going to grow into something absolutely wonderful. So we are hoping to get out of this, that young people will influence the direction of development and have their say about how this arts program is running in future. So it's really important for us to hear what they want to do, rather than just us arranging the timetable for them, because we want to create it something that is after school, something that is fun, something that becomes their safe social space as much as creative space. And obviously they will have fun, try new things, gain confidence, find their voice. We are hoping to take them on the trips, such as going to Sculpture Park or to local galleries, just to get them experiencing art in creative spaces, because some of these young people, being from a deprived area, have never visited galleries. So it's really important part of art practice. Obviously make new friends, and we want them to create work that can be exhibited. We always create our old workshop into a gallery. At the moment we have an exhibition on, so we want them to exhibit their work, see the opportunities if they can actually be seen within a community as they're doing something positive and creative. Meaning, even if it is a recycling bin, I think it's a really kind of a beautiful thing to actually pass by and be proud of. So we're going to be working, for the first year, we're going to be working with 4 different artists, try loads of different art forms. And, mainly it is important for us for them to have fun. We just kind of here I had put some pictures of work created, but also work created before, because previously we had to go on school premises and it was very restricting to actually, you have to follow the school timetable, you're on their terms, and it just prolongs the creation of the art projects. You would go in for an hour, which is not enough to actually relax and create art. So the difference of having them actually in our studio, where they have 2 hours each week, where they can actually sit down, talk about it, think about it, it's making just absolutely fantastic difference for us. And it is, it has brought a whole new dimension to Space 2. And we are really proud of them. We are really, really proud of them. And especially like with Children's Choir, even our partners are constantly asking if they could sing at their local events, because they know it's actually quite much easier actually to get community choir, and be proud of the community choir than actually chasing the schools to actually do something. So it is altogether exciting times for Space 2, and for the participants, and we are all very, very pleased with the funding and the projects. Thank you.